Well, good morning, everyone. It's Frank here. I'd like to welcome you to the show. We got a couple minutes here before the show starts, so I just got a little bit of housekeeping to do here and tell you a few things. You guys have been enjoying the show, so we went up back up into the Sheep Creek area, into the Nugget, a bunch of the mines. We were up there for 3 days, so as you watch the show, you'll notice, the scenes where you have different clothes on and different people. That's just the way things are edited. We kind of put things together. My voice is different because I got a cold one day. And it kind of brings up a point where, you kind of see, you get to see what we want to show you. There's a lot of stuff that goes on behind the scenes, especially, related to safety and stuff like that you don't see. You see us, maybe having a few beer and a bunch of goofs there, just wandering around there and cracking jokes and kind of a pretty relaxed atmosphere, but that's not really the way things are. That's just the way we put the show on. So I'm going to talk to you a little bit about safety. If you think that you can just wander into these mines and like we do and have a good time and joke around and be safe, that's not the way it is. That's the way you see it on TV. The fact is there's a lot of dangers in there. I've got a lot of experience going in there, and we're just going to show you we're just going to bring up a couple of things that are important. First of all, if you're just wandering around in a solid rock mine, in the locations that we go in, it's pretty safe. It's not much of a problem, but a lot of areas are really hazardous. And just because something is safe here, it doesn't mean it's safe in your backyard where it is, especially falling rocks and stuff like that. You get into those big slopes where you're looking up and you're hundreds of feet up there. If you're in a populated area where there's a lot of people hiking around and stuff, people always throw rocks into big holes. If you happen to be underneath there, someone throws a rock this big and it falls down 100 feet, is going to kill you. Like it's a huge hazard. I can't overstate that fact. I mean, if you're in a huge area and you have nothing over your head and it's open there, how do you know something's not going to fall down? And it's very likely to happen if there's people around. There's all kinds of other hazards. Different things like gas. We don't go in coal mines at all. We don't go in areas where there's poisonous gases, and all we do is monitor for oxygen is fine where we are. That might not work or be applicable where you are. It's completely different. Just because we're doing something and we don't get killed doesn't mean that you're not going to get killed, and things change from day to day. So, and the last thing I'm going to tell you, and this is really, I'm going to get a ton of hate mail for this, but I need to tell you this. It's important, so listen up. My dog. You guys asked about the dog, and he's not around anymore, and I said, well, he died, he got old. No, that's not what happened to the dog. Last spring, and we had problems with the dog before. The dog just goes in and he goes past where he can see, and he gets excited and runs in there, and it's just not safe. And it happened twice that he fell down like a small little area, but he was okay. And we never brought the dog in a mine again after that at all, because we had too many close calls with the dog. The dog does not have the judgment to be safe in that mines. He doesn't care what's above him. He doesn't care if he steps on something rotten or if he can see it. They don't care. They're just not smart enough. They don't have the intelligence to be safe in that mine. So, to the day what happened to the dog. So I was going up for a hike up a tram. The dog just loves coming with me. I wasn't even going to the mine that day. We're outside going up, following a tram line to see where this tower went. We were filming that. I was filming that. And there's a small little hole that was blocked off. It was a tunnel. It was blocked off on one side, but you can see right through. It was only 100 feet through. So what the heck's in there? And we went around the other side. The dog went in before me, and I had no idea this was there. And what it was this tunnel went along, and then there was a big hole. There was a conveyor actually that came along at one time. The conveyor was gone, and it dropped ore straight down the mountain. 910 feet to a conveyor below that, and then it continued on. There was no indication there was nothing there. It just looked like a little tunnel. The dog went running in there. All of a sudden I heard a big crash. What the hell? He ran. It's dark in there because it's blocked off on the one side. The dog ran in there, and he either stepped on a rotten board. There was a bunch of rotten boards that fell down, or he just wasn't enough light and he ran right down this hole, and that dog fell 910 feet and he died. And I'm really sad about it. I'm shook up about it. It was my fault. But the only reason I'm telling you this is, people think, oh, it's fun to take their dogs and other dogs like that. Don't. I mean, they don't have the judgment, and the same thing can happen to a person. I mean, you really got to be careful in these mines. Just because you see us, goofing around, going in there, and you think it's safe, it's not. So Just a warning. So one other thing I got to show you. Nice, you guys are probably used to watching the show on your iPad or on your little computer or iPhone or whatever. But yeah, you just hook it back to your HDMI. Just turn your TV on. It's real easy, and it just comes up on big screen. And it's actually really good quality picture. You'd be amazed how much better it is to watch this show on big screen.
Running out and the using live streets infected and crawled in the slime. The neon nightmare is about to unwind.
Okay, we're at this other out of here. We don't really know what it's called, but it's up in the top of Sheep Creek in one of the lower ones. Not much for buildings here. It was just a kind of a shack from the 70s. And this goes in a long ways. Won't be that too many more years, and this is going to be completely collapsed. They have to move a lot of stuff out of here to get us out of here too. So. But it's pretty extensive once you get in here.
He's good, eh?
No name or nothing on it. Yeah, I kind of wonder if all these lines are all hooked up together because
They could.
they're in a big line and they go back a long ways. And there we are. We should give this line a name. I don't know what. Let's call it the Reno Connector because we think maybe it connects to the Reno. There's a lot of mines in this area. There's the Reno, the Mother Lode, the Gold Belt, and Nugget. No, I think they're all connected. The deposit here would best be described as like a chimney. It's not very wide, maybe only 100 meters wide, but I think it goes down for thousands of feet, and then they just accessed it in different parts of the chimney, and this is just an access to the chimney. So as we'll go through here, there won't be no mineralization here at all, and all of a sudden it just branches off in a whole bunch of things, and we're into the chimney. Interesting here, we got a line of chutes here, and we look at the, on top of this we have a false floor, so in here it'd be maybe 100 meters or so, and we'll go straight up. So we're probably just below this big deposit again here. But this is what's typical, it'll go up like 100 meters or so straight up from here. There, you can kind of see it. And they just put this big floor in here like they did before to protect the railway and all the workers and everything from all the stuff that's falling down there all the time. Yeah, it looks just like that one we were in yesterday. The same kind of deal. Probably only going to go 100 meters and then going to end maybe here. And this is the pay streak, or chimney as we call it. I've been calling it a chimney. Just a small streak of ore that goes straight up and down. Look at the footwall on there, just straight up and down vertical. You can hop up there and have a look at that. Yeah. Oh, I don't know if we're going to get out of that compartment. I don't think so. Well, that's the way up. Huh. Doesn't look to be too bad. And that's the way the workers got to the top of the stope. Guy hates going up them old ladders though. Got to be careful that there isn't a false floor, but there being water in here would seem very likely. You would think it's likely there's a false floor here, because why would they have a chute here at this level? Oh, they couldn't be. Because they must have put the ore in the train here and then moved it to where is the false floor. And there's no way that water wouldn't drain if there was a false floor in it. But you have to be concerned about the deposit the way it goes. Yeah. Another compartment here. Oh, look how far it goes up there. I'm just waiting for Kevin to catch up. There's a carbide container right below us there. That's pretty easy going in here, a little wet, but not too bad. This is a pretty old part of the mine. I'm sure this isn't a mine recently. Kevin never listens to directions. This says keep out, but he had to go in there anyhow because he's too damn nosy. No, that's right where that big shaft is going down. You got a pretty interesting looking pillar here, holding the back up. And those boards look like they're pretty well preserved. I think we could start mining here. We got good planks here. We got air tubing, we got planks.
You gotta bring your pick, you know.
Yeah. That was a little shock for explosives. Explosives. Coming to another junction here, and you never know what you can see at a junction. Ha! We got a car. 2 cars. Yeah, there you go. Oh, 3 cars, 4 cars. Oh, full of water. Yeah, those aren't that old. They're probably from the 80s or something. I wonder if we'll be able to find a locomotive. Yeah, I think this is as far as me and Kenny got the other day, so there's a big surge tank here. Yeah. And we're on the left-hand road today. So this looks like another chimney, maybe, similar to what we see all the time. It looks like it's going up a slight incline. When they first started mining here, they used the trams to get from the Reno, get all the ore down. The tram's been wrecked for a long time, so last time they came in here, probably in the 80s or 90s, to do some cleanup in here, they blasted this big tunnel right through the mountains. So this just ended up being a dead end here. And there was no beer in that box either. And the siding here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, look, you got one of these. This one's in pretty nice shape too, right? Compared to, we were trying to build one of these in our shop.
Yeah. Same make and model as yours?
Yeah, she was similar. Paint's the same color. You can't tell it's so rusty. It's got the exact same controls. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, it's an Emco. Emco rocker shovel. It's got a little plate at the back to sit on. That's kind of handy.
Yeah.
Well, actually, a lot of this is in better shape than mine.
They lay the track on the side, and they got the track going in. You notice the track?
Oh yeah.
We're using the munkers laid on its side. Looks in pretty good shape. A little bit.
Not
of,
bad. It's rusty, but it doesn't look that bad.
A little bit of paint and she'll be brand new.
Yeah, that looks like an Emco rocker to me. I'm sure it is. Controls and everything exactly the same. How much of an uphill grade is? That's kind of unusual. I think about 3% is normal. This looks like more like about 5%. You can tell the water going up pretty good. Yeah, I wonder if you think the cars would roll down pretty good with it being like that. You get her too steep, you start having runways. Wouldn't be much fun if you're walking up here and all of a sudden the car comes rolling down here about 50 miles an hour. Boy, this is a cute little tunnel. Winds back and forth. The old track bender was earning his wages on this one. No, so we're hitting some sulfides in here. That's looking a little better. Yeah. Yeah, that's where the gold is in them sulfides. Maybe not right here necessarily. So this is another chimney here, I think. So there's just a couple really neat old ore chute. That's an old gate, an ore chute gate. That looks pretty cool. Yeah, I like that. Nice design. So pretty wet up there. Yeah. Well, we can go for a little walk along there. Looks like it's probably maybe going to another level there, but I don't think we're going to get up there. Be neat if I could. The ceiling's solid here. That goes along, and it's all mined out there. Where that ladder was, you could get up there, but this section is so old with them ladders. You don't want to piss around with them. Pretty narrow vein here. Arrived at the 420 station, but we don't indulge in that. It's against the law. Now this is pretty old workings here, because look at the vent tubing is really old. Sheet metal. And then got a really nice carbide. This old carbide container, I noticed a piece of newspaper and I ripped it out. It's from the Nelson Daily News.
Hold on, I think it's Vernon.
No, Nelson.
Oh, Nelson.
And it's from 1938. November of 38. So this is a older mine.
Nobody's...
Oh, that just goes way, way up far as you can see. Probably the same thing's only gonna go make 50 meters either way though. It's not real steep to get up there. The main hole right there.
Oh, it just goes into the hole level?
Yeah. You can see how dangerous. See, we're looking down, that's actually the main level. And all this stuff on top of here is all stalls that have fallen down. Way up there, look how far they go. And as far as you can see at the lakes, really. Ways up. Very typical of what we've seen everywhere in here. A huge opening here. More potential bat habitat, you know. Be easy for them guys to fly down into there, I would think. We don't need our lights for this. No. A long ways down, so that's the top of an open stope. We can see some sky from up there, so there's an old mule trail going up here we found. Almost at the ridge here, so probably 6,500 feet. That'd be a good place for bats to fly into. I like that.
Yeah.
It's flat down here, so. Yeah, looks good, Ken.
Okay.
Nice and clean. This is an old water pump. That's a pretty old pump, that one.
That is an old pump.
Yeah. Oh, look at this ore bucket.
That's a nice old one.
Yeah.
Beauty. Yeah, this is old workings in here.
Yeah, pretty old. Well, it doesn't go up, it just goes down. Doing something like that, maybe think about it.
This one's looking pretty rotten.
We're on the left-hand rule today, so. 'Cause I don't think we've been this way. I'm not sure. Let's see. Got old rails. See, we're looking down. That's actually the main level. And all this stuff on top of here is all stalls that have fallen down from way up there. Look how far they go. And how far as you can see at the lakes, really. Ways up. Very typical of what we've seen everywhere in here.
Hey Frank, this says keep out, eh?
Oh, okay.
Okay. Some more shoots this way anyway.
It's like a little, made on top of another chimney here, maybe? Oh yeah, this is maybe where we're, yeah, this is in the water. Yeah, this is why we brought the waders. When I was here kids, we didn't want to do that.
Sounds
Oh,
like
look at this cute little horseshoe gate here. Okay.
Frank wants to go swimming.
Yeah, look at this beautiful chunks of slate. Just, you could make a pool table out of that. Look at that, it's just perfectly flat. Get too carried away here. Yeah, that's beautiful.
It is nice
You
stuff.
can make a countertop out of that if you're doing it. Perfectly flat. Amazing. Yeah, so easy as that right down the road, eh?
It makes things a lot safer.
Well, it's what brings you in, you know, you gotta remember.
Sometimes you see something interesting and you forget all about it though, right?
Yeah. Well, they didn't spare no expense on the danger signs. We're still looking for danger, we haven't found it yet.
No,
Maybe it'll be up there.
could be up here.
Mind you, every time we see a danger sign, we've seen a bat, so. And we'll see a bat.
Maybe they're vampire bats.
It's like a cave here. There's an artifact. Marcus says we're not allowed to take an artifact, so better do it.
Opinions.
Yeah. Everything right there. Looks like a leaf right artifact.
Yeah. Another intersection? Oh, they're trying hard to find what they lost.
Yeah, this is an outhouse here. Well, look at the deluxe outhouse here.
That is
You like
fine.
taking it down? Is that what it is, or?
Maybe
Unless they had just kids working here, because we holy shit. But,
that one's getting a little.
danger, that could have fallen on you.
Yeah.
Kind of weird, eh? Maybe for explosives?
Shelving unit. That's what it looks like back in there, maybe.
Looks like it.
Yeah, I'm a little too fancy to be having a crap in that.
Too small. Lots of tracks in here. More of those metal tags. Yeah, those are the workings that were up at the top there, and then you can see that other kind of a shack there that we've seen, and then the tram lines come all the way down. Yeah, and there's a big tram tower that me and Kenny hiked up from the bottom. It was a 3-hour hike. So, wouldn't be too hard getting down there. We've been hiking all day. I don't have anything to drink left, so I've already been there, so we're just gonna head back. There. We're on top of one of these false floors, but I'm not gonna go past that part, it's too rotten. It goes along there. And it looks like a bunch of other holes and ore chutes and stuff. That's where these ore chutes are starting from, I guess. And it goes way up, up. You know, pretty hard to see anything, I imagine, with that light. Yeah, way up to the top of the stope there. Like it's a fairly narrow deposit. And this is like what we've seen. So there's at least 2 chimneys that are kind of identical, I'd say maybe 100 meters in width, and possibly thousands of feet down. Because it just keeps, this mine just keeps going down and down. You know, you look up and you see as far as you can see up. And you look down, and you know, as far as you want to climb down, it goes down. So it almost seems like it goes right through the whole mountain from up to down.
Pretty narrow pay streak though. I bet you this stuff wasn't even blasted. It's probably just all fell out of here. They worked it out of here, maybe. More quartz in this stuff. Probably lots of gold in it. There's another one of these chimneys going up. Here's the manway going up that way. With the rotten ladders that we're usually trying to avoid. And we're just going to take a little walk up here. And this deposit only had about 5, I think it was about 5 ore shoots here, so I'm not going to go too crazy up here. Yeah. We'll have a look. No, I'm not really sure, but this looks like it might be a live round left in there because there's a hole. I don't think we should light that to find out. Sure starting to look like the same place. Oh well. Yeah, it's sure looking familiar. This looks like the place.
That sheer wall.
Yeah. We'll find out here pretty quick if we're at the same place we were yesterday. Nope, this ends right here.
What?
Yep.
That's here?
That's the end, yeah. Huh. Ha, the Grim Reaper.
Got your fucking prize. The old pirate's got a double-bitted axe as a prize today.
I don't see 2 of them around anymore.
No.
Talk, cut to the chase. Time's running out, and the using line.